Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the brand new Urban Decay Naked Reloaded palette. So I'm going to give you guys a tutorial kind of inspired by a makeup look I just saw on Kim Kardashian. I'm also going to give you guys swatches of the palette and compare it to, rest in peace, the Naked original palette from Urban Decay. So if you guys want to hear more about this palette, then just keep on watching. So before I dive into testing the new palette, I do want to do a little giveaway for my notification squad. So today I'm going to be giving away a Sol de Janeiro Coco Cabana cream. It is one of my favorite scents from Sol de Janeiro. This is their new scent, which is coconut, and it just smells like the most divine toasted coconut pie, and I'm obsessed with it. So one of you guys will win this cream in today's video. All you have to do is be subscribed to my channel with the notifications turned on and leave a comment on this video within the first 7 hours of it being up. And make sure in that comment you leave a method of contact, whether it be your Instagram handle, Twitter handle, or your email. If you are the winner, I need to be able to contact you. So that is all you have to do, and I really enjoyed my last one, so I do want to continue to do these little giveaways in the beginning of my videos. So first up, let's talk about the packaging of this palette. It is different from all of the other Urban Decay Naked palettes. So this packaging is actually squishy, like it has a little bit of a squish to it. It's padded and it's so pretty. And the material feels like a really nice shiny satin. So as you crack this open, it is a 12 pan eyeshadow palette, but you can see by the layout that it's different than the previous Naked palettes, because some of these shades are actually larger than the others, and I assume they do that because they are ready for these to be the most used and most coveted shades out of the palette. Here you can see for comparison, this is the original Naked palette. This was the first high-end eyeshadow palette that I ever had in my collection, and I'm sure you guys are familiar with this guy because he is a classic, and I'm going to keep this gem in my collection forever, no matter what, because it's discontinued. So the first major difference, other than the size of the pans, that I noticed is that there is no black in the new Reloaded palette. And as far as I'm aware, every shade in here is new and different. There are no repeats from past palettes. I'm gonna have my inspiration pop up on the screen. She kind of has a really pretty brown smoky eye with a winged liner. And there's a really pretty kind of shimmery gold coming out of the inner corner, with a very white or nude liner on the lower lash line. So I'm gonna try to recreate this to the best of my ability. The first shade I'm gonna dip into, I'm gonna use as a transition, and that is the last shade in the palette called Blur. And I'm so sorry that I'm sitting in front of this distracting background. You guys know when I do tutorials, I like to sit in front of my other backgrounds, but my vanity is very dirty and my shelves in the other room are also very dirty, so this is the best we could do today. So picking up a little bit of this Blur shade on my E25 blending from Sigma, I'm tapping off a little bit of excess because a lot of this does pick up with a brush. And I am going to tap this onto my lid that just has concealer and a little bit of powder on it. And I'm going to tap all over and then blend very lightly into the crease. And if you guys are wondering about my highlight today, it is the OG Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit from Anastasia. Now the formula of Urban Decay shadows is something that I am very familiar with because the Naked palette was my first high-end palette, like I said, so I kind of wore that thing to death. So I'm hoping if I use a few of these neutrals, I will be able to tell if there is a reformulation. So far, I can't really tell. This palette is a $44 palette, and I will leave down below where it's available. I believe right now as I'm filming this, there was a 2-day preview on Sephora online, but it's probably over by the time this video goes up. Now Kim in this photo actually kind of has like a reverse crease going on. The darkest point of the look is actually in here towards the eye, which is very different. So I am going to take a darker shade and kind of work it into the inner crease of my eye. So the finishing color is going to be Endgame, which is the dark brown, but I want to kind of transition into that. So I'm going to go into this darker shade called Bucked. I'm using the same brush. You guys know my routine is very simple usually, so the easier the better. So I'm going to try not to hit my lid too much. I'm just going above the crease with this darker shade and kind of just pretending it's the outer crease and working backwards. This look is a very backwards look. It is very, very strange feeling putting a darker color into the inner portion of my lid. Hopefully I don't come out looking too crazy. And these colors are blending flawlessly. I'm not having any skipping. I'm not having a ton of fallout. It is so far what I believe to be the typical Urban Decay shadow formula out of the Naked series. Oh my god, it feels so weird doing this reverse crease technique. It's so weird, but we're trying to be artistic, okay? I don't know who did that look on her, actually. Usually it's Makeup by Mario who does her looks. I don't know who did this one. I will find out before I put this video up. So I'm really gonna be careful to not pick up too much of this because this could take it too far, because this is almost black. So I'm gonna tap off almost everything. And then we're going to just go right over where I put the bucked shade. Then taking a big fluffy brush with no color on it, this is the E35 from Sigma, I am going to blend out the outer portion of my eye look and just make sure that there's no harsh lines, and this is going to be like a nice flawless blend at the end. So let's see, she's got an inner corner highlight that looks kind of golden, and she also has a brow bone highlight that looks like the same color that is kind of in the middle of her brow bone, and it also looks like a light shimmer is swept over her lid. So on the opposite side of the palette we have Angel Fire, which looks like such a beautiful shimmer. Ever so slightly with the big fluffy, I'm gonna dip right into the top glitter off of Angel Fire. I'm not picking up barely any of the product, and I'm going to tap this onto the open space that the dark brown is not in, just so that if I am to take a picture with flash, it will pick up in the light. Then taking this small blending, this is the E36, it's my favorite little tiny blending brush for brow bone highlight and also underneath the lower lash line. But I'm going to use this and I'm going to pick up more of the Angel Fire, and I'm going to use this as my brow bone highlight right in the middle, just like the picture of Kim. So I'm not going all the way to the end, I'm just kind of keeping that right in the middle. And then I'm also using it as my inner corner highlight. So in the picture of Kim, she does have a smoked out lower lash line, so I am gonna go in to Bucked and Endgame, both of the deeper shades that I used in this look, on this little fluffy brush, and I'm gonna go right along my lower lash line, kind of close. I don't want to smoke it out too low. Then she does have a wing, which is more of like a shorter wing, so I'm going to try to recreate that with my Benefit roller liner. And she has a nude or white inner rim, so I'm going to go in with the Roller Eye Bright pencil from Benefit. So we're going to use both of these products to try to recreate the liner of this look. And I'm just hoping that I don't go too crazy with my wing, because she has a very short wing for this look, but it is kind of thick. One thick short line down, one more to go. Okay, so liner is on. Honestly, the roller liner has been making my life so easy lately. Now, I haven't tried this Roller Eye Bright pencil yet. I'm hoping it does not smudge on my contacts, but we will see. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and apply some mascara and lashes, and this look should be complete. I have nothing bad to say about this palette. I was such a hater when I first saw it just because the pan sizes were different, and at first I thought it looked very drugstore, very cheap, but then I realized the meaning behind it is to give more product in the most used shades, and I actually really do appreciate that. And in person, this does not look tacky. The layout does not look tacky. I actually really think it's a beautiful palette and a beautiful layout, and I'm very happy with it so far. I still think that this palette is such a beautiful first palette for somebody getting into makeup and starting to expand into higher end makeup. I really, really love this palette, so I am sad that it's gone. But the quality of this one is right on par with all of the Naked palettes. I think it's a beautiful neutral palette. If you guys feel like you need another neutral palette in your life, then this is a beautiful formula, and I definitely do approve it. You can never have too many neutral eyeshadows, right? So I am going to go ahead and leave you guys with swatches of the new palette as well as swatches of the original Naked palette. You guys can do with that what you will, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up for me. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any future uploads. Thank you guys so much for watching and for hanging out with me today, and hopefully I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.